What's up, guys? We're back. I put together another little compilation of some cool combat clips that I've found, mostly on X. Actually, I think all these ones are on X, or from X. So we're gonna go through this real quick, you guys. I am doing a reaction to all of the uncensored footage, the gnarly, gory stuff that you can't put on YouTube. So that'll be for any of our members on Discord. Make sure to go check that out, or make sure that you're make sure you're in the Discord and or a member if you want to become one. And I'll have that video for those guys. Also, if you're interested in coming to Ukraine, you want to join a solid unit, check us out over here at Azov. We're Azov's International Battalion. We've been doing some really strong work here in Ukraine. It's the best unit I've been in while I've been here in Ukraine. Proud to be a part of Azov here. And we've got a lot of subscribers from this channel currently here serving in Azov, so it's really cool to see. All right, so first, a little bit of background. This is from a buddy of mine. I knew him. I used to call him Benji, but he goes by Khan now. He is, I believe, of South Korean descent, but he was born and raised in France. He was in the French military. He came here, and I met him in the International Legion. And he ended up joining a recon team called Recon Team Kilo, or a GUR team, which is a recon team, GUR, and it's called Recon Team Kilo. Tex was also in that team. For those OGs in the channel from the beginning of my channel, you remember me talking about X when he got all shot up. That's what he was in, this team, Recon Team Kilo. So this is just some of Benji or Khan's combat footage I wanted to show you guys. This guy's an absolute savage. Viewer discretion advised. Some of these might be gnarly. Also, link to the Discord in the description, application link in the description, and like, share, subscribe, do all that shit, please. Help us blow this channel up. Deploying smoke as we speak.
I need 777s in between 402 and 403. Ragnar to all teams in contact. Back to a safe distance to allow 777s to enter the target.
So he's saying, the guy on the radio is saying, retreat to a safe distance to allow 777s to work. I don't know exactly what a 777 is, to be honest. I don't know if it's mortars, artillery, drones, or maybe it's just it's a call sign matrix code that they use over the radio, so nobody knows what it really is.
Tango plus plus. Les gars, retraite. Retraite.
I didn't even see that person.
Stay on standby, around 80 meters.
Frag.
Ok, il est mort. Il est mort. Sûr? Oui, là. La pute! Sauvegarde! Là. S'échapper, il doit rester bloqué au fond. Allez nettoyer d'abord la gauche. Si les Russes sont barrés ou se planquent, je suis là-dedans.
Pretty cool, man. I mean, this just shows you the what assaults look like, really. Assaults in Ukraine, especially in like a wooded area. At least, yeah, in wooded areas, because That's where the enemy and the friendlies dig their fighting positions, their foxholes, their trenches. So assaults look just like this, basically moving slowly, methodically, and clearing these positions. So this is interesting. This is a soldier, and what does it say? I forgot. He's just firing different weapons from this house. Ukrainian soldier firing various weapons from a house in eastern Ukraine. Okay, so let's watch. So there's obviously enemies over here, right? In these buildings. The PKM is the workhorse of the Ukrainian military, man. It is mostly reliable. It puts down a ton of firepower, can completely change the direction of a gunfight. Those are those undermounted grenade launchers that shoot the little VOG grenades.
Ёбаные воги, блядь. Давай еще раз.
You see the little VOG right there? I'm just having trouble with it. These little VOGs. They're small explosives. Like you almost have to hit someone direct to actually injure them. And unless you're hitting them like center mass or in the head, you're probably not going to kill them with these. But they're rifle fired grenades, so they're still definitely have their use in combat. This one's actually relatively recent. It's very short, this clip, but there was a recent firefight between Ukrainians and Russians. I don't need to hear that shit. So here's our Ukrainian guys, still fighting. Maybe 50 meters away, you got 2 dead Russians. 1, 2. That's the whole clip, but it kind of gives you an idea of the distance that some of these firefights can take place in, right? And also the kind of cover that they're dealing with. Now, okay, look, so there's more Ukrainians here. This guy is either prone or hopefully he's not dead, but oh no, I see him. Oh, he might actually be hit. He's on his knees right here. And I don't know if it's just the quality of the video, but it looks like there's some red shit right here. But his buddies are not looking like they're very concerned about his well-being, so I doubt he's injured. This guy's still shooting right here. So I'd be curious to understand the circumstances of that actual fight. Like if it was 2 teams that just came across each other, which is like they were both doing some kind of a troop movement and they ran into each other, which does not happen very often, or if this was some kind of an assault and defense. Okay, this is crazy. This also shows the distance in which the Ukrainians are to the Russians. These guys actually talk to each other. This is from the perspective of the Ukrainian. The Russian says, brother, at least I came here to make things right.
А теперь смотри, ты пришел порядки наводить ко мне домой. Там, где мои правила в моей хате. Ты пришел меня указывать, как мне жить. Я у себя дома. Не у тебя в твоей кухне, в комнате. Я не указываю тебе, где срать, где мусор кидать.
So and this isn't one of the reasons I put this in here is because this guy explains exactly the circumstance and why there is absolutely zero reason that Russia will ever be in the right in this conflict. So this Ukrainian is saying, you show up to my house, tell me where to shit, where to eat, right?
Ты мне указываешь, как мне есть, как мне срать. Я дома, не ты.
This is my home, not yours. The Russian says, I understand where you're coming from, but if the people blank blank in the neighboring cities.
Ну как это, подумай, блядь. Ты живешь, блядь, на этаже, идешь к соседу, бьешь ему ебало, говоришь, ты, сука, жрешь неправильно, блядь.
So he says, think about it. If you're living in an apartment and you go next door and punch someone in the face and tell them that they're eating wrong in their own home. He says, well, I can kind of understand how you see it. The Russian says to the Ukrainian, I kind of understand how you see it.
Это все я вижу. Вы пришли к нам, блядь. Мы жили нормально. Вы пришли, блядь, сука, свой порядок делать, блядь.
Basically, he says, we were living normally, you came here. And then this Russian, and I believe it's a different Russian because his attitude's obviously different. He says, shut your effing face up. What would you do yourself in our place? Basically sounding like the Russian's like, we don't want to be here either, but we're being forced to be here. So what the fuck would you do?
Не переживай, кому надо, мы ебало бьем, мы не стесняемся, блядь. И Януковичу тоже хотели набить ебало.
And the Ukrainian says, don't worry, we'll fuck you up anyways. And then he says, and we would have done the same to Yanukovych, but the effort escaped. Don't remember Yanukovych. But this in here, this says a Ukrainian soldier has a verbal exchange with a Russian invader in a close-range battle. After this, a firefight took place, and the Russian invader was liquidated. The UA soldier was injured, but he's fine. So take that with a grain of salt. You know, I don't know who this is, how reliable this intelligence is, this information is here, but that's a little backstory if we want to believe it. Okay, this is nuts. This is drone footage of a Russian assault. Russians come from this direction. Ukrainians are here in this dugout, in this basement. Russians are the dark spots right here. Ukrainians right here. He comes out and sees them like, oh fuck, okay, this is happening. The Ukrainian goes in and gets his buddy. The Russians still don't know the Ukrainians are right here. Ukrainian right here. Boom, throws a grenade. Bam, lands like right near the crosshairs here. Still don't know.
Нахуй вы указываете направление, ёбаные вы два оленя, добрых деня нахуй. Ну чё вы такие тупые? Ну передайте 404 нахуй или еще что-нибудь. Возьмите, блядь, кодовую таблицу ёбаную.
Oh, what a throw. Look at him. This guy. Oh shit, I'm in the way.
Нахуй или еще что-нибудь.
Okay, so there was three of them. The one dude obviously took that frag to the fucking mouth. These two guys start to retreat. This boy, Tom Brady. Oh, okay. I didn't see where it went. So I don't know what this is right here. Does this guy step on a mine? Is it a drone drop? What kills this dude here? Oh shit. It strikes me as a drone drop because they separate, right? Which is typical. If there's a dropper drone in the area, you want to separate so there's less damage. So I would imagine it was a dropper drone. Fucking dead on, dude. His boy didn't even turn around, bro. That's crazy. That is a crazy clip right there. And what I always think about when I see that kind of shit is there's countless scenarios and situations just like this happening right now as we speak here in Ukraine and on the front. This is just what gets filmed, and not only what gets filmed, but then what gets posted. There's probably a metric shit ton of footage that has not been posted because it's not cleared for OPSEC, or maybe it's been lost or whatever. But I always think about that when I see clips like this. All right, now this is a battle in a village, and I've been in villages like this, and it kind of gives you an idea of the atmosphere of what this kind of village CQB fighting is like. Now, granted, they've got a ton of shit blurred out here. I don't know exactly what's going on, but this is Ukrainian. This is also Ukrainian, I believe. Now you see bullet shots, swap, swap, right here. This is exactly what the villages that you'll be fighting in if you're in a Ukrainian infantry unit or a foreigner infantry unit. This is exactly, all these villages are the same, man. They're small. They have a handful of streets. The houses are mostly destroyed. These ones still have some roofs on them, which is nice. There's these gaps in between where a lot of people will end up getting eliminated on both sides. This open space, moving from house to house. I actually don't know if those are Ukrainians or Russians. Footage from inside Roseanne. Ukrainian forces on the move in the center, close to Mokry Yali River. I have no idea what that is. Gunshots can be seen hitting. Definitely a fight going on. The AFU reached the center. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't know who Noel Reports is. Damn, he got 500,000 followers, so I hope he's legit. Also, something I wanted to mention here. Oh shit, there's a dead dude right here. Wonder if that's friendly or enemy. I didn't see that before. So also this, here. This view right here, this is how the surveillance drones will just sit above a village and just carousel. So this one will sit up here for 20 to 40 minutes, depending on the battery size, this drone, and just watch. And then you've got people either on the Ukrainian or the Russian side who are monitoring this footage, reporting everything they see. The enemy's now moving back towards, R13. If they have target reference points picked out, they'll say the enemy's moving back towards R13. And then they can call a fire mission, or they can call drones to be dispatched. But once this thing runs out of battery, 20, 40 minutes, the next one's already on the way. Boom. So there's never a gap in surveillance. So this is what I meant by at all times. I say this in a lot of my videos. At all times, you're always being watched by a drone. Friendly or enemy or both, typically. This is two Ukrainian soldiers just laying down fucking VOG grenades, those ones that we saw in the earlier video during a firefight. It's just, I thought this was cool. These guys put in work. It's like almost synchronized. So I mentioned it in that other clip, like those little VOGs, they're not, it's not super high explosive rounds or anything, right? But these guys just put down, what, 5 each? So 10 of those. And imagine if you're in the enemy position and you're in a foxhole, right? And you're just hearing bam, 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 bam. You have no idea what's going on, but you all of a sudden it seems like you are just taking, you are in the middle of a shitstorm, right? And that's when I think these things really play their part, these VOGs. When you can put a bunch down and kind of feign or feint the idea of a much larger fighting force, right? You got 10 of these grenades landing. That would scare the shit out of me. All right, that's all I got for this one, you guys. I am what is it? Yeah, 21 minutes in. That's good. So again, we're going to do a reaction video to the gnarly uncensored content. It will be in the Discord. I'll post that video in the same channel as the uncensored videos. So go to Discord, check it out. Link in the description. Also, link for Azov's International Battalion, the battalion that I'm in. Link in the description. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.